Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. As promised, I am back with a part 2 of our do-it-yourself Valentine's Day strawberries. And you know, a lot of you guys were interested on how to make a cute little coin making Valentine's Day or just selling strawberries in general. So we have a few points that we're going to get into today. So we have planning, and then we have execution, and we have creating the buy-in. So the very first thing that you want to do if you're going to make this a business, or even if you're just going to do it for some quick extra cash, is plan. What are you going to offer? So how many different color options are you going to have? How many different designs? And then my advice to you guys when coming up with this is to write all of this down first. I am old school. Even if you have to write it down in the notes on your phone, plan out what you're going to offer. So you don't have to just do strawberries. You can do strawberries. You can do Rice Krispie treats. You can do chocolate covered pretzels. Plan out what you're going to offer. How many different design options you're going to offer. If you are a beginner, I recommend kind of limiting the amount of designs, because the more color options that you have is the more supplies that you have. So maybe stick to, if you're doing berries, stick to the brown traditional, milk chocolate, white chocolate, and then a pink or a red. So keep that in mind, that the more designs that you have, the more supplies that you're going to have to buy. Or you can buy all white chocolate and dye it, but if you're not already in this field, that's, you're going to have to buy the oil color as well. So once you get your designs, I recommend coming up with 3 different price points. So you want a low, you want a medium, you want a high. You want to have something to offer to everybody. Some people don't mind spending the money. Some people will spend some money but are a little reserved, and then some people are just looking for something that's very thoughtful, very quick, but that's not as expensive. So you need a low, a medium, and a high. So for example, for a 4 count of berries, you can charge $15. For a 6 count of berries, you can charge $25. And then for the dozen, you can charge $50. And this all depends on what area you're in as well. That will play a factor. I'm here in South Florida, and a dozen of strawberries, just plain and very simply designed, will run you at least $50. So you can also maximize and have like custom options. So I know you guys see the strawberries that have, maybe someone's name, or, have like a custom little writing that's on each strawberry. So if you want to get into that, you can charge even more than the $50 per dozen, but kind of get in mind how much you want to charge for all 3 of these options. So definitely have different price points, so that way you can appeal to most audiences, and you can have something for everybody, as I said. So once you get your planning and your pricing together, you want to kind of go into your marketing and your content. So like I used this video, you can, kind of do this on a whim, and then you can set up the sets that you want to sell. So if you have 2 different designs or 3 different designs, you want to go ahead and make those. And you don't have to make a dozen of each. You can kind of play with it. Whatever you have, set aside a budget for marketing that you're willing to spend to, get your content out there and get your pictures and kind of get that buy-in going. Set aside a budget for that and just stick within your budget, whatever that looks like. So if you only can afford to, make 6 white strawberries, 6 milk chocolate, and 6 pink, it is what it is. But make that quality so that you can have, different content, and then you can see, the people can see that you have different options to sell. So when you are coming up with your marketing, so the first thing you want to do is, one, like we just discussed, make a budget, and then you want to take quality photos of quality products. So I have this video. I have another video previously that I did about 2 years back on how to make strawberries look good. So just because you're, an at-home baker, or you're just starting out, does not mean that the quality has to lack. And it's very simple. So do your research, refer back to my videos. I will leave them linked down in the description box below. And then you want to make sure that you're selling quality products so that you can take quality photos. I recommend also, when you're taking your photos, I purchased a light box. It depends on how you want to do this. If you're doing this for the long haul, a light box is definitely something that you want to invest in, because it just gives you like that studio look. And I think it's like $100 on Amazon. So I'll leave that link down in the description box below. And then also props. So like I mentioned in the previous video, I went to the dollar store, purchased, a bunch of cute little things that you can use to make your photo look very Valentine's Day-y or whatever the occasion is. You want to have something that will kind of draw people into the photos, make it look fun, make it look nice. So that way people are, more inclined to buy. So the next thing that you want to do is set up execution dates in advance. So right now we have a few weeks left until Valentine's Day, and it's not too late. But if you want to take this serious and you want to really do this as a business, you need to be thinking months in advance for, certain occasions. So Valentine's Day, for example, you want to start getting that content together in December, having launch dates. So you want to create a day to launch your content. So, people don't place orders in advance too well. Not all the time. You have some people that are like very good at kind of getting that stuff out of the way, but majority of people are last minute. So every day you want to be marketing, posting pictures. So set a date that you're going to actually launch the content and let people know that, hey, this is something that I'm going to be offering. I'm going to be accepting orders from this date to this date. And every day you need to be posting, your pictures, posting your prices, posting how they can contact you to purchase. You want to have a launch date for content in mind. You want to have a day to start accepting orders. You want to have a last day to accept orders. Okay. And then the best thing you can do for this also with your execution date is buying product in advance. So when the dollar store put up their display for Valentine's Day, I was there on day one, grabbing everything that I would think I would need, everything that, I felt like would make my sales successful, because you don't want to wait till the last minute and then you're kind of rummaging through the scraps of what's left. So planning is everything. Do everything as early as you can, so that way, one, you get the good deals, because you can't beat the dollar store. Everything is $1.25. So they have pretty much everything that you'll need for setup. They have cute little stuff for packaging, cute boxes for packaging. So make sure that you go to the dollar store and utilize that, but you have to do it in advance. You also want to set a date for pickup. So let your customers know when they can anticipate the product, what that process will look like. Are you going to have pickup, the day before Valentine's Day? Are you going to have pickup the day of? From what time to what time? So also keep in mind how often you would post and the best times to post. So for example, a lot of people work. So be very strategic with the times that you post, the days that you post. It's best to post first thing in the morning, because people are on their phones when they first wake up. They grab their phone, they're looking through Instagram, scrolling through TikTok, scrolling through YouTube. So first thing in the morning is a great time to post. During the middle of the day, everybody's at work, everybody's at school. So not as many people are on social media. So you kind of want to aim for either the beginning of the morning or the end of the night, so that your content is being seen. Okay. So next on my list is creating a goal. How much revenue do you want to make when doing things like this? So whether you're doing this just as a business and, you want to set a weekly goal or a monthly goal, like, okay, this week, this month, I want to make X amount of dollars, and kind of break down what it takes to make that. So if you want to make $500, you can sell 10 $50 boxes, or X amount of the 6 count, X amount of the 4 count. Plan out a goal of however many different items that you have, and then a dollar amount of how much you want to make, so that you can see what it will take to hit your goal. And it'll kind of motivate you a little bit to go even harder when it comes to trying to achieve your goals. Okay. So the next on my list is creating the buy-in. So again, you want to offer product that is of quality. You want your quality to be very clean, very neat. You want it to be different. So you don't want to offer the same thing that everybody else is offering, because you need them to know that coming to you is the best option. So whether that's creating, customized items, or just the quality of your work standing out from everybody, please, please, please take pride in, what you're doing. Post as much as you can. When I first started baking, how I gained a following, I would use a day, make my content, post it, and then I would create a contest. So I would say, in 24 hours, the person who reposts this tags 3 friends and has, the most likes by the end of the 24 hours will get this dozen for free. So that way, they're spreading your work and they're tagging people and they're sharing your work. And then, so that's more work for you. And you're killing so many birds in one stone. And then people actually get to taste your products. People get to see it. And, it's word of mouth. It creates that word of mouth. So that worked really, really, really well for me. I'm not saying that you have to give everything away for free, but it is a good way to spread word and for other people to see your product as well. So definitely keep having a contest in mind. You can also create packages to set yourself apart from anybody in your area. You can add a teddy bear. You can add a balloon. You can add you want to do anything that will set you apart from what everybody else in your close range is doing. So building momentum is next on my list. So again, posting every day, making other people excited. Like, oh my gosh, Alexis is offering these nice strawberries. I can't wait to be able to get that for my girlfriend, or I can't wait to be able to get that from my boyfriend, my husband, my wife. Tell everybody, post every day, have your friends, have your loved ones post. Send a quick text message, and those who support you, y'all know they're going to support regardless. You're not going to have to ask them to support you. So even if you have to send a quick text like, hey, this is what I'm doing, I'm having a sale, if you can let your coworkers know, repost, don't be afraid to ask, but also know who's for you. Okay. And then if they don't repost your stuff, side eye, get rid of them. Okay. So lastly, what I want to talk about is supplies. So keep your supply costs low. As I mentioned before, especially just for marketing, if you're marketing, be smart about it. So you can buy buy on sale, buy early, buy on sale. The dollar store is where you can get your props from. Strawberries, I always shop around for the best strawberries, the best looking, and then the best price. So my local grocery store here is Publix. I personally don't buy produce from Walmart. So either Publix or Whole Foods, they have the best quality of fruit here where I am. But I make sure that it's a sale. So currently, I think the strawberries were recently like 3 for $10. So I'm that person that kind of goes through the strawberries and makes sure that, half the pack isn't moldy. It's going to take time, but you want to buy and get a bargain for what you're buying. Okay, so shop different sites for packaging. I'll leave a few different options, but you have, I think it's BRB Box site that's really, really good for, things like this, for treat boxes. You have Amazon. You have a number of different, don't just go to Joann's and, buy that's not on sale. Shop around and see where you can get the best bang for your buck and what's going to get you the lowest supply cost when you're doing these things. So for sprinkles, make your own sprinkle mix. So if you have to go to the dollar store, even if you go to your local cake supply store, see what you can kind of mix together. You can leave some plain, but you can also create your own mix to avoid having to spend $13 on a pre-mixed Valentine's Day, and then that way you have different options. Every strawberry does not have to look the same. You can kind of make it your own. And then if you're going to make it, make the strawberries custom, make your own fondant. You can either make your own fondant from scratch with sugar and marshmallows, or you can buy white fondant and then just dye the white fondant what you need to achieve, what it is that you're doing. So look, all of this stuff I got from the dollar store was super cheap. You can use this for marketing. You can use it for packaging. I got these bowls from my local cake store. Like, all of this stuff is available, but the key is kind of going early and getting what you can. So, like I said, get what you need. Plan is going to be key in being successful in running a business. Doing this, make sure you explore all your options. Packaging, and your packaging doesn't have to look like this. You can make packaging look however you want it to look. Again, they have different options at the dollar store where they have like a cute little Valentine's Day themed box, but it's not, the top is not see-through, and that's okay. So you just have to be okay with doing what suits you, what best fit you, your budget, and your customers' needs and their wants. So if you guys have any additional questions, I am always available. Just leave a comment and I will get back to you guys as quick as I can. I appreciate you for watching my videos and, you know, taking this and starting businesses. I love getting tags from you guys saying that you made this for work, or you made this for your family, or you made this work as a business. Like, it really brings me so much joy to be kind of passing on my gift to you guys. So if you have any questions from this that I did not cover in this video, I will again leave the link down in the description box below. I do have 2 other videos, well 3, and so it's 4 in total, but I have other videos on, you know, how to make strawberries, the milk chocolate strawberries, and I went over how to make that a business, and I gave different tips and tricks in that business. So be sure to check out in that video. Be sure to check out that video as well for more tips and tricks that we did not cover in this one. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate the support, and I will see you guys on the next stop of our Valentine's Day tour. Mwah. No bars.